Screens are used to convey information to the player. This could be through a monitor for a PC, a TV when using a console, or a built-in screen on a handheld console or smartphone. Some screens also serve as controllers, i.e. touch screens. Being able to play games on smartphones have made them more accessible to a wider audience. Keyboards are used by the player to input data. The most common keyboard is a QWERTY keyboard. This is commonly used with PCs and on touchscreen devices like smartphones and tablets. Gaming keyboards are available that have more keys for the player to map to certain actions in-game to customize their experience. Joysticks originally started out as a simple directional controller for arcade machines. Modern joysticks can be used with PCs and include buttons and triggers for greater control over the game. Arcade joysticks have also been developed to include triggers, etc., to make the arcade machines more immersive and more like simulations. Most major games consoles, such as the Xbox One and PS4, use control pads. These are ergonomically designed to be used with two hands and usually include two analog sticks, a directional pad, 4 triggers and 4 buttons, as well as 2 menu buttons. These allow the player to perform multiple in-game actions using a set of controls very close together and easy to interact with. Handheld consoles like the Nintendo DS use touchscreens to add a new way to control games. Smartphones and tablets also use their touchscreens as a platform for games. This made video games more accessible to a wider audience, especially as more complex games were starting to be developed for smartphones and tablets. Arcade machines use steering wheels for racing games. They usually also include pedals and a gear stick to make it more immersive and like a simulation. You can buy steering wheels for consoles. These usually come with pedals as well and can be used universally with any racing game. The Nintendo Wii released a wheel accessory to be used with Mario Kart Wii. The player would insert the Wii remote into the wheel and use the motion control to steer. Pointing devices are used in a lot of arcade machine games, mainly shooting games, as it makes the experience more immersive if the player is holding a controller shaped like a gun. The Wii remote is also a pointing device used for aiming in games and navigating the console's menus. Motion detectors have become more advanced in recent years. Early versions, such as the iToy for PlayStation 2, worked by simply detecting when and where there was movement. More recent versions, such as the Kinect for Xbox One, can track distance, individual limbs, as well as fingers and can perform facial recognition. Some controllers have motion detectors built in, such as the Wii Remote and to a lesser extent, the DualShock 4 controller. Headsets can be used with games to create a more immersive experience. A lot of headsets are capable of surround sound to further the immersion. Some also include microphones to allow for online chat when gaming socially.